So how do you feel like the energy level was down there at Fresno, playing on the road? Guys get your first road win after struggling a lot last year.
It was different. It was a crazy atmosphere, I would say. Fresno, the fans are crazy, in that little dome, the little bowl. It was cool, though, We had to bring our own energy because obviously we didn't have a lot of fans up there, so. All right. But
so did Jonathan sit down and tell you guys kind of about his time playing down there against Fresno State, especially back in 2001? Was hearing a lot about that last week.
He kind of brought us a little bit, not a lot. He just brought up how he knew the coaches there and everything, but not necessarily his experiences out there. But yeah, mostly just about his coach who was over there because he coached with him and he knew him pretty well. So pretty much about his game plan and everything.
So how do you assess yourselves through 2 weeks?
I mean, we're 2-0. There's nothing else I could really ask for other than that. I know that last week wasn't the game we really wanted, even though we came out winning. I know that we kind of took a step back, I would say, from Boise, but I think we're all go now. Foot on the gas, and it's just straight ahead from there.
Last week really turned into all about the plays in the red zone.
It did.
At a certain point, did you start to realize this is what this game's going to be like?
Yeah, actually a lot. Once they had that punt and they brought it back down past our 50, I was kind of like, we're going to have to just stop them on the goal line, either stop them to 3 or just no points at all. So I would just say we're ready for it. Practiced it all week, getting through all these plays, all these calls, different formations. They had all these motions and stuff. So it was good, though. It challenged us, and I think we stepped up to the challenge.
In some ways, when you don't have as much deep field behind you to defend, is that helpful?
Sometimes it is. So you're not worried about the vertical threat when people are trying to get upfield. You're mostly worried about the horizontal play, everybody trying to get in and out, pick routes and everything. So you kind of know the game plan from there once they can't go vertical.
How do you feel like the second half went? There was a lot of yards. They eventually punched it into the end zone a couple times. But again, like you said, in the end, you guys were on top. So overall, though, how did you feel about that?
I mean, second half, it was different. They came out swinging, but I think we just came out harder. Our offense responded when we really needed them, and we just have a great group of guys behind us. So I'm just excited about what we got.
What's it been like watching that offense on the sideline?
It's been great. We have a whole bunch of backs, new Damian, we got Jam, we still got Jebbia behind Chance. So we just have a lot of weapons. You saw what Zero did, Trayshawn, Tyjon for sure. And I trust all those guys with everything. So, I love watching them play, and I just can't wait for them to keep going.
What are you seeing out of Montana State that you've got to focus on this weekend?
Definitely, they run a whole bunch of different formations. You don't really know what they're going to get. So from us, we're just going to have to play the play. Just see what we're going to get and try and execute and win from there.
What about playing up in a different environment than what you're used to? I'm sure you guys love playing here at Reeser, but it'll still be almost like a home game, just a different environment, though.
Yeah.
How would that be?
I think it's going to be really cool. Everybody in Portland, they don't have a football team up there, so I think a lot of fans will come. Just the city of Portland will come and just support everybody, not even just Oregon State, but just Montana State. So I think it'll be really cool seeing that. All these booths and stuff up there. I've never seen it before, never been there, so I thought it was a really cool experience.
What do you think is the biggest thing you guys need to improve on going forward?
Effort. I think that everybody's locked in, everybody does that, but at the end of the day, it's just if our guy's better than yours, So I think it's just the effort and just mentality, knowing that we're going to win every snap.
What does it mean to be part of this backfield? You guys have had the two Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Weeks in 2 weeks. How is it to sit back there and see your guys get recognition?
Man, I could trust these guys with all my heart, with anything. So just seeing them put in that work in the spring, fall camp, and then they just show it on the field, man, it doesn't make me more I'm just so proud of them, especially both of them were current walk-ons, or they were walk-ons before. So, seeing them just grind through and just keep working and then earn a scholarship and then win Pac-12 Player of the Week twice, that's amazing. What's
something you can learn from those guys?
I would say leadership for sure from Grant from 3. He's a very vocal leader, can get us going whenever we need it. If we're down, he could get us going, get us hype. KT, I would just say from him playing, making plays, just his instincts of the game, how fast he runs, how physical he plays. So just little things about their game, that I could take apart and just put it into mine.